Okay, so I have to ask you a question. Awesome.
Okay. I am an American.
It's just like, what? Why? Tell me
I
why.
want to hug a chimpanzee. Preferably in Africa. A friendly chimpanzee. And dead. And I've thought of this is personal, and there would be two people. One is Rob's mother, who died long before Rob entered my life. And by all accounts, Gwen Pencombe was fun-loving and full of joy and
Like you.
loved to sing and played the piano. And if I could talk to her, I would thank her for bringing Rob into the world, and I would want to start working with her on a couple duets.
Oh my God, you're awesome.
He is my great uncle Harold, who died long before I was born. He died in the 50s. My mother says that he was the most gracious, funny, warm person she'd ever met. That he could do anything. He could build a house. He played the violin beautifully. He could fix anything. He was gay and was actually sent to San Quentin federal prison in California for being homosexual. And that was during a time when they were doing horrible sort of rehabilitation experiments and things, and we don't know what happened exactly, but when he got out of prison, he died shortly thereafter. We think he committed suicide, and I wish that I could have met him. I wish I could have told him that he was perfect the way that he was, and that he would continue to be loved and celebrated by his family into the 21st century, and that he is extraordinary. Okay, if I could go anywhere, it's gonna sound crazy, but it would be Grand Pré National Park in Nova Scotia. I'm American, but as a Léger, I have a Cajun heritage. My dad is Cajun, and he was born and bred in Louisiana. And if you remember your history, the Acadians were deported in the 1750s from Nova Scotia, and they were sent to many different places, but many ended up in Louisiana, and that's my dad's heritage. Fairly recently, in 2005, I started performing, and what happened is I was writing songs, and my dream was to have people sing my songs, and I realized that the best way to get my songs out there was to just jump in and sing them myself, which was terrifying. And I was volunteering at a nursing home at the time, and I can still remember, like, just singing a song I wrote for the seniors a cappella and being terrified. But that was sort of my first step. And then I I did that for a while, and then I joined the DC Cabaret Network and went to their open mic, and that was terrifying, and I would sing my songs. But then what happened is people were lovely, and people were supportive, and they did sing my songs in some of their shows. And then
tell me about that.
Well, I have written a show. It's called Senior Moment, and I even talked to you about it. I guess it's going on 2 years ago. But 2018, I decided that I was just gonna make it happen. And so my first challenge was to find a space. My second challenge was to cast it. Of course I had to finish it, but I was almost done anyway. So I'm on track to do it in August. And we're gonna do 3 performances at the Redwood, which is a new space. And it's about nursing home residents, 5 nursing home residents, and a overworked, beleaguered recreation therapist who join forces to try to save their nursing home from demolition. And there's
and so it's sort of comedy. Is there music?
10 original songs by me, and it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. When I started Jill's Living Room in 2010, I was a new singer in that I had just started taking voice lessons and I had wanted a place where I could feel safe trying. I wanted sort of that intermediate place where you could feel comfortable and everyone in the room would know, you're new at this or you're just trying something out, and it would be built on just support and love for musical theater, of course, because it is what this is it's a musical theater open mic that's once a month that I call a safe place to sing, where it's all about support. And I also write music, so I wanted a place too where I could just try singing songs that I wrote to see how people liked them, and that process always is helpful in refining something. So that's what inspired me to start it. What inspires me to keep going is, from time to time, people tell me that it's helped them. A lot of people have gone to Jill's Living Room and sung for the very first time in front of a crowd, which is exciting and thrilling, and I always am just so overjoyed when that happens. People have gone to Jill's Living Room and gone on to build their own cabaret shows, and that Jill's Living Room was kind of a stepping stone for that. People who haven't sung in a long time and wanted to get back into it, Jill's Living Room could kind of be that bridge. So when people tell me these things and tell me that it's been helpful to them, it makes me feel really good. And so that helps me feel like I have some small role to play in Toronto's musical theater community. And but we always get the best accompanists. Like, that's part of the equation.
Tell me your accompanists. Who?
Oh, well, right now I draw upon Julia Sune and Tara Litvak and Paul Moody. Chris Suziucci has come. Michael Barber's come.
Very nice.
And I came up here for one meeting. And my boss sent me up to Toronto for one day, and I met Rob at this meeting because it was a production meeting for a new show. And Rob was with his writing partner Shelley, and I just assumed they were a couple, but they weren't a couple at all. They were a writing team, which is different than what I had thought. And Rob was very friendly. He bought me a Diet Coke. He laughed at my jokes. And then we started writing. The amazing thing too is we were working on an episode of this one show, and it was just that one episode that this meeting was about, why I was sent to just for a meeting about one episode. And Rob and Shelley won the Gemini Best Kids Writing that year. And Robert made a speech and said, I met my wife working on this show, and this award is icing on the wedding cake.